Okay, that cliffhanger was dirty. That was dirty. Really, Iron Fortress? The fucking cliffhanger on this episode. Every episode does not let me down. It's interesting, it's exciting, it's mysterious, it's bloody, and I fall more and more in love with the show. Granted, I'm only 3 episodes in, out of the 4 that are out. I will be caught up, I promise you that. The downside to liking a series so much is you want more. You want to watch the next episode right away, but since I'm reviewing with ReZero back-to-back with this, I can't move straight on to episode 4, so it's a fucking dirty cliffhanger. I'll try to get episode 4's review out tonight, but no promises. Now, the way this episode was done, I gotta give props to the Wit Studio. Instead of giving us a whole info dump, it kind of showed us some of the side effects of being a Kabaneri. They thirst for blood, they have either a heat, pain, or elemental resistance. The disease is still active in them. They have limiters that stop the disease from spreading, but it also kind of limits their strength. They're super strong, but they also don't have the strong skin that the Kabaneri do. And apparently, with Mumei's case, she can sense Kabaneri that are nearby. Let me talk about the thirst for blood. That's what caused the fucking cliffhanger for this episode. Since they're half Kabaneri, they thirst for blood. They're hungry for blood. They don't eat normal human food, so they're always titter-totting on that fine line between human and Kabaneri. They require blood if they either play or fight too much, and if they fight too much without their limiter, they also get tired, and sleeping kind of helps reduce or calm down the disease that is spreading and raging throughout them. So that also begs the question, since the disease is so fucking aggressive in them, does that mean they also hold the risk of permanently turning into Kabaneri? And if they can turn into Kabaneri, is there also a way for them to turn back into human, since they're always on that fine line? They're the Kabaneri, the something between human and Kabaneri. Is there a way to reverse it? Because they can either become a Kabaneri, stay a Kabaneri, or we don't even know if there's a path open to become a human again. But as it stands, they're going to be hated, they're going to be discriminated against, and they're going to be even tried to be killed. It was shown in this episode how fear overrules everything. These ungrateful fucks, these elderly people, and that dastardly fucking man tried to throw them off the train. I'm not talking about Kurosu, I'm talking about that, like, he's an older type of dastardly man. You could tell he's trouble, and he'll be trouble later on, because he's not dead, and he wasn't thrown off the train for causing the trouble and inciting people to try and attack them. No. Ayame, the ruler, or the one in charge, the boss, didn't throw him off. She just made Ikoma shout his vow to test him in front of those people so they would not think of him as an enemy. And Ikoma's vow is to not kill people. He doesn't want to sacrifice people's lives. He just wants to kill Kabaneri and to not be overwhelmed and controlled by fear like all of society around him. He wants to fight. And I do really respect that about our main character. He has balls, and he's very respect-worthy. Like, he deserves a shit ton of respect. Because his backstory that was revealed in this, although it was a fragment of his backstory, is he killed his own fucking sister. She was killed in front of his eyes. He ran, tried to get help, and everyone else was too possessed by panic and fear that they didn't even bother. They just kept running. They didn't give a rat's ass about anyone else. They only cared about their sorry ass and trying to escape the station they all lived in. Because Ikoma lived in a separate station with his sister. They had lost their parents to Kabaneri earlier on. We never saw them. So it was just he and his sister. They were orphans. And then his sister dies in front of him. He runs away, wasn't able to get help, sees how society is controlled by fear, comes back, and his sister's corpse is on the ground, and it's already begun changing into a Kabane. So he gets out the suicide bag and kills her with his own fucking hands. First of all, I cannot fathom the amount of horror and trauma that he has suffered from watching his sister die, and then even killing her and putting her out of her misery with his own two hands. And now he never wants to be overwhelmed and controlled by fear. He doesn't want to waste or sacrifice people's lives. He doesn't want to lose anyone important to him, basically. Damn. And keep in mind, this is only a fragment of his past. We don't know how he escaped the overrun station. We don't know who taught him his skills as a steamsmith. And then there's also Mume. We have no idea who or what her backstory is, who her older or brother is, the one that she's supposedly reporting to in Kongukaku, which they're headed to on the train. And the train had to make a temporary stop to refill the water tank and fix it because it broke when the Kabane were attacking and all that. But we don't know her backstory or how she's able to sense the Kabane, how she survived being infected, how she was infected, or what mission she's on. She said it was an important mission, so we must assume it was given by the head shogun and her brother. It might change really important things. It might have significant importance to the plot and to the world later on. We don't know that. So hopefully that does get answered and we get her backstory revealed later on in the couple episodes in the future. Now, I gotta say, we were also shown a rather adorable side to this badass character known as Mume. Let me be real with you. She is a fucking badass with guns and spears and everything. She's a fucking ninja. And to see how she can make children laugh by making funny faces and all that, and then she's also a shit teacher. She doesn't know what she's doing. So someone taught her, but she doesn't know how to teach other people. Because when she was trying to make Ikoma her meat shield, so when she goes to sleep when she uses her limiter and all that, she can only fight it for an extended period of time, which is about like 100 seconds, I believe. She went over that. She wants Ikoma to protect her, and she was trying to train him. And she goes, you're supposed to, no, you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to turn and then whoosh, bam, ba, ba, and all that. She can't teach for shit. So it was a really adorable, quirky side we have to this badass character, and I really do like that about that. Thanks a lot, Wit Studio. I like that. Now, I can't wait for episode 4. And here's the thing. With the other side effects, these are only the top layer. We don't know what other side effects it has. Can the disease be spread through biting someone and drinking their blood? We don't know that. Do they have to drink all of their blood? Can they take in a small amount of blood? Does it have to be human blood? Could it be Kabane blood? There's several questions unanswered. But so far, I am really damn enjoying myself. Like, it's so good, and the art style is still so damn beautiful. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, comment, or subscribe for more reviews, reactions, vlogs, talks as usual. Check out the links in the description where you can add me on Twitter and Facebook. Feel free to answer my questions and all that as best as you can. Just don't spoil episode 4. I will be caught up for episode 5. Make sure to check out the links in the description where you can... I know I said that, but just check them out. Nobody ever does. Go check out Iron Fortress or Kabaneri, episode 3 and 4. I promise I will be caught up. So, this is Nation here, signing off. Have a good day, watch lots of anime, read lots of manga. Bye-bye, guys.